foundation. Then, what kind of a pregnancy did your mother have? Think about it. Anybody? My mother never had a sick day in her whole 4 pregnancies. She didn't know what it was. Now, I have a different story than that. I had morning sickness from start to finish. And we have 4 children. But what kind of a pregnancy did your mother have? Anybody want to share? Now you're gonna get involved with this sex today, or else I'm going to dismiss you. Yes.
When I was born, my mother had just lost a child a few months before. So with her, I was told that she was very concerned, checking my limbs. During the pregnancy, afraid she would lose another child. So I was in her care, and I was her first girl. She has lost my brother with 3 years. So she was very concerned, and during the pregnancy she was very careful, but I also was growing my leg a little bit out of whack for, when I was kicking, she pushed. So she was concerned because I was her first.
So because she had previously lost a child, you then became a very, your welfare was a tremendous focus to her, and that very often is the case. Because young mothers, and when we were people my age, pregnancies was just an ordinary thing, and it was nothing out of the ordinary that could happen, but they did. Somebody else, I saw another hand. Yes?
I have 4 older brothers, and my mom only gained about 20 pounds with each of them, and then when she was pregnant with me, she gained about 60. So she had a kind of an uncomfortable pregnancy. She's a very little person. So
she had a difficult time delivering you.
She had a very difficult time, and even when I was born, my shoulders were so big, they said it's another boy. And then as soon as I came out, they told her I was a girl. So.
Well, I was 10 pounds, 11 ounces when I was born. And my mother, at birth, and that's another question, what happened at birth? And that's another step. What happened when you were born? What kind of a birth did your mother have in birthing you? My mother could have been on the Alaskan Trail and squatted and gotten back on the dog sled and going on to the mission. She had one pain. She called the doctor at 7 in the morning and said, I think the baby's due today, and the doctor came out at 7 that night, or at 7:20. She called him at 7, and he came up in his horse and buggy, so you know how I was delivered, in an in-home delivery with a horse and buggy doctor. And he said, let's examine you, and he said, you're dilated and one pain, and this 10-pound, 11-ounce baby presented. And not everybody has stories like that. Anybody with a story? That was a good one. Yes?
And my mother had a very easy pregnancy with me. And she hardly showed, and I was a very small baby. I only weighed 4 pounds, and she was only in labor 45 minutes. No nausea throughout her pregnancy. She had me at home with her sister as a doctor, and she never had any complaints about it.
And so you had a very happy birth, didn't you? Yes.
My mother went through her whole pregnancy, and finally, at that time, they didn't let fathers into the delivery room. So my father was in the waiting room, and they brought out a baby, gave it to my father, and then the nurse came out with the second baby, and my father was like, no, I already have my boy. Well, I ended up, I was the second one, and we were twins.
And in those days, we didn't know to look for a second one.
Right.
This is what happens. Yes, there's multiple births. How they used to be such surprises, and even our gender were such surprises.